Hello everyone, I hope you were impatient about my next episode of JF Motorcycles, especially here the series about the Yamaha Ténéré 700. I was quite busy doing my first 1000 kilometers and then the first oil change of course, and then as soon as possible I put the new tires, the Continental TKC 80, to be able to ride off-road. And today we are here exactly because of testing the Yamaha Ténéré in the off-road. So let's do it. Today we are watching the Yamaha Ténéré 700 series, a new YouTube series where I would like to test very in depth the Yamaha Ténéré in all different aspects. And today I'm taking you strictly and to the dirt to see how it works in the dirt. And to show the abilities, I take my friend with the KTM EXC 450, which is tuned and improved by the Czech company called Raid Garage. They did quite a special part for this unit, especially this front one, the front light and the mask. But we are not here because of the KTM today. We are here because of the Ténéré, and he will be my guide on this beautiful, maybe not visually beautiful, but very the nature which offers us some sort of freedom and dirt. So we can go. Let's do it. Yes. So the off-road is turned on the Ténéré, which means that the ABS, both front and rear, is turned off, deactivated, and you can't turn off or disable just one of them. And never mind, let's go and enjoy some fun today. Of course, he's not either like a racer, and I'm not as well. I'm rather a user of the travel enduros, and probably so do I. So you are, sorry. Someone who is looking for the lightweight travel enduro, which will take you to maybe Romania or California or wherever you want, in some sort of comfort, and also offers nice off-road skills. And I would say, from what I see, and already riding here today, a few hours already, and I can tell you that I enjoy it like crazy. Again, I'm not a racer or anything like that, and I'm not pretending to have these skills, but 200 kilos roughly, the wet white of the Ténéré, offers me to enjoy even with not much skills. So very important thing, the tires, I just changed them. So I have the Continental TKC 80. I exchanged them for the Pirellis after something like 1000 kilometers. They were great on the road, but absolutely lost in the mud and in the hard enduro. So let's try some jumps. Oh, wow. So if you do these kind of jumps and you have 110 kilos like I have, and you have the basic setting or the default setting of the suspension, you will not hit the limits of the suspension. There are maybe two places on this track which where I hit the limits of the suspension with this bike, and oh yes, super easy on this bike. So nice. So again, maybe the expectations of Ténéré, must be set correctly, because it looks like a proper, from some angles, like a proper race bike, like enduro, like hard enduro, and it of course is not. But this, here I felt it. Both in the first jump I felt the limit of the front fork, and then on the rear shock. But again, this is the standard setting, and I didn't change the preload or compression, never, on any side, because I'm trying to learn what the bike does, just out of the box, and then I'll definitely try to tune it with my friends or with somebody experienced to understand this one you will be able to see in some other episodes. So far, from anyone who is rather traveler than the racer, this looks incredible job. This does incredible job, mate. Oh, and I like so much that it doesn't have any traction control, anything besides the... Okay, I have to put some weight on the front wheel. Oh yes. So back to the thing. I am happy that it doesn't have traction control. Anything you need to set up, only will turn off the ABS. And hooray! You can enjoy the day. This one I like. And it's absolutely opposite than other manufacturers does, like KTM and new Honda Africa Twin and the others. Like, I don't need the colorful LCD display or anything like that. I just would like to have lightweight, durable travel enduro. Again, let's do some jumps of 200 kilos. Hop. Oh yes. If you sit on this terrain, you would feel that it's not comfortable, and you wouldn't have probably good feelings about the suspension. But once you stand up, it works absolutely the best, in my opinion. Foot pegs are great, supportive, and it's not the rule on the bike, on the bikes where there are new and where there are maybe like a half travel, half off-road. That sometimes have the foot pegs I have to change immediately, maybe from SW Motec or the Touratec, but not the case here. They probably will last forever on this bike. I will not change them, it's not the reason for me. So this one is great. 200 kilos, that's something worth discussion. And I right now have just the half of the tank of the fuel, so I would estimate that we have slightly less than 200 kilos wet weight of the bike. Oh yeah, now I hit the limit. This is one of the bumps where you feel it, and not such a big problem. So 200 kilos, and lots of people ask me about like how it will feel with two people and with two side panniers and all these kind of stuff. And I would be very afraid, or me personally, I will be very slow and very off-road. Sorry, very afraid of putting additional weight on the bike, because the main good news on this bike, or main advantage of this bike, is actually the weight. And I will try as much as possible to keep the weight low, in these terms 200 kilos. So I'll try, because I will probably mount some engine guards or something, but in this case I'll try to lose some weight on the exhaust, and you can lose something like 3 or 4 kilos. Then probably the battery upgrade can do about 2 or 2.5 kilos. So I'll try as much as possible to keep the bike easy and lightweight in the category of travel enduros, of course. That's so cool. I like it so much. You are probably now thinking like, yeah, this is all nice, but how it perform in comparison to maybe KTM Duke 790R Adventure. So this one I will bring on my YouTube channel. You can be looking forward really to watching it. I'll bring it soon. I'm already having some dates in the calendar where I will take probably the same track and test it next to KTM. Anyway, if you're looking for some more technical passages, maybe you are going to Romania, Albania, somewhere, and are this kind of guy who wants to go in a little bit more difficult terrain. So let's try the abilities of the suspension in sort of a trail speeds. Oh yes. The engine is absolutely gorgeous here, really. It's so nice here, and it's absolutely, in my eyes, the evolution of the single cylinders in the Yamaha Ténéré 660 or BMW Dakar, which I owned. It's so easy to sort of, say how much throttle you want. It's so nice on the throttle, and you can easily ride without the right hand, just 10 kilometers per hour, no problems at all. So that's really cool. This two-cylinder, nice sound, and then it has absolutely easy to use throttle. It has loads and loads of torque, which you will enjoy just from the 2000 RPM, and this is something you absolutely need. I barely use clutch here in the off-road, and again, I'm not any sort of racer or anyone with experience in the off-road, just a really hobby guy. I used to ride travel enduros time by time. All right. A little bit tricky, but nice. Again, the white balance of the bike, very nice. Oh, I just have the feelings. I'm not trying to do the ad, advertising for the Yamaha or Yamaha Ténéré. I'm always independent in my reviews, and you will see it when I will do some KTM tests and some other bikes. But so far, I just feel that like this bike would be created for me. I'm really not a big fan of the loads of technologies in the bikes. I'm always happy when I feel that this is something durable, which doesn't leave me alone in the Mongolia desert or anything like that. And it's absolutely like that here with the Ténéré. This monochrome display is not anything super nice. Lol. Just a moment. Okay, no problems. But it just gives you the feeling that it will be there with you no matter what, and this is what I want from travel enduros. So if you are now looking for even more technical terrain, let's see what it can do with my not really much experience with the Continental TKC-AD on the wheels. Right. Oh wow. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. Woohoo! So this is it. This was probably the best day in the year. It was really amazing. We spent the whole afternoon here riding the Ténéré 700, and there is a few points which were not in the review, or which I was not able to tell you while I was riding. First of all, I did a little crash, and it was not little. It was not just fall down, but really it was like a proper crash, I would say, when I was trying to scramble up the hill. And it was a surprise because the Ténéré, nothing is broken, and I probably, if this happens on the heavier travel enduro, I estimate it would be a bigger problem. But here the brake lever, no problem. The front brake lever, no problem. The blaster was maybe a little bit scratched, but the hand guard, but no problems. It's plastic, but it didn't broke. That's nice. It didn't break. The only problem, the engine is great, and no scratches on the engine, which I'm very happy. But yes, so one thing which I will remember, or which will remember me this time or this moment, is a few scratches on the front plastic on the rear side. And so there is something, but probably this is a travel enduro and it's supposed to have some sort of scratches, and because people just use it and enjoy it as much as possible. The good thing is that there are two good things on this one. One is that there is nothing else, and I was able to finish my work here and recording of all of the records. The other thing is, which is great, so the bike looks quite durable from today's experience. The other good news is that I was interested about the price of this one. It's supposed to be less than 100 euros, which is quite optimistic. So I will think maybe I will change it, but so far it's not a problem. The other thing which I mentioned while riding is the suspension setting. I didn't do anything special today, but anyway, after I recorded the road test or the review on the road, I decided to change the preload at least, and I did 5 clicks more the up, to say hard, and it was way better while jumping and while higher speeds in the off-road. Not while sitting, because then it's getting uncomfortable for my weight. But when you stand on the foot pegs, it was absolutely better in the off-road. I felt way more safe, and also I didn't hit the limit after I changed the preload. So that was probably a very important thing to mention. I guess that the suspension have a lot of options to set it up on your weight or on your purpose of using the bike. So this is I will do in some of the next episodes. But so far I really enjoyed today. It was great. I'm not saying that on the other bikes or something like KTM 790R or maybe something else I wouldn't enjoy. That would be a lie. But it was a great day, and I will bring probably very soon some comparison with the KTM or some other treble enduros to see how it is when you compare it. So thank you very much for watching my reviews. Subscribe if you like the content, or like it, comment, or recommend it to your friend. I'll be very happy. Thank you very much, and ride safe. Goodbye.